What is going on YouTube? Examples TCG here, coming at you with a brand new video, and today we are opening up a booster box of Maximum Crisis. Now if you guys haven't or don't follow me on Twitter, what I will say is every single thing that I've recently bought, I've posted that on Twitter in a picture saying this is what I've got to open for you guys in future videos. So this is one thing that I have to open alongside a few other things in future videos for you guys to enjoy. Now one thing I will say, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just going to sort my camera out just a little bit, there we go. One thing I will say is not everything's Yu-Gi-Oh, not everything is Pokemon, and not everything is Magic the Gathering. I have a bundle of a few things for each game. This is the only thing Yu-Gi-Oh related. I've got a couple of Magic the Gathering stuff because I do want to start uploading a bit for Magic the Gathering on this channel as well. And then I've also got some Pokemon bits and bobs as well. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to quickly grab myself a knife just so we can get into this a little bit easier, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, so I am back and I've got myself a trusty knife so I can get into this booster box a little easier than trying to do it with my bare hands. So just slice that down there and obviously open this bad boy up. So with regards to this channel, if you haven't already done so, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to upload more content throughout the weeks rather than like a video here and there. So what I'm trying to do is at least upload three videos a week, and then moving on from that particular point onwards. Obviously, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to uphold that. With regards to myself, I am looking to make my own trading card game right now. So I am hoping to bring you guys a lot of content with regards to that particular aspect of things, as well as obviously the Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon and Magic the Gathering stuff as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the right hand side of the box, then we'll go on to the left hand side as well. It's been a long time since I've opened any like significant amount of packs for this particular game, so I'm fairly intrigued to see what has evolved in the game. And also, I don't really know what's in this set, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. So I apologise if I underreact to certain cards. But as I said, I don't know what I'm looking for in this particular pack, or this particular box even. I just want to open some stuff for you guys and see if I can get anything epic. So, I'm not going to go through all the commons. I'll show you guys the commons, but I won't say anything, and I'll talk about like the rares and stuff I get. Because you guys have probably seen a lot of these particular packs already. So I don't really want to like talk about stuff you guys have already seen. So we get Pacifist, the Phantasm City as our rare, and then we get a Zeruf, I think is how I pronounce that, as a super in this particular pack. And then we get a few obviously more commons there as well. So super in the first pack isn't too bad. One thing I do like with regards to what they have done with the recent Yu-Gi-Oh sets is you can actually get a like a foil card in every single pack, which in the past you couldn't. You had like a chance to get them, but they weren't like as frequent as they are in these packs. So we get a Performer Pal Coin Dragon as our rare, and I think, yeah, that's our secret rare in the second pack, Supreme King Zark. That looks actually pretty epic. It's a fusion pendulum monster, so I haven't actually seen them before, so that's pretty awesome. That's a secret rare to start off this video on this second pack, so that's pretty good. Obviously it's a little bit disappointing because that's our second pack into the particular video and we've already got a secret rare, so I would have preferred to have had that a little bit later on in the video, but it is what it is. So the commons for this pack right here. The rare is a Predaplan Orpheus Scorpio, I think is how I pronounce that. And then we get another super, which is Meteoron X11, the true Draco Combatant, I think is how I pronounce that. I'm butchering so many of these card names, I do apologise guys. But they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy for you to read them. Some of the cards, like, yeah, like Breakaway, for example, this common right here, easy to read. And then you get a card that's like that, that's just incredibly difficult to read. So nevertheless, moving on to the next pack here. There's a few DD or DDD cards, I think, in this set, or at least there is DD Ghost, which I've seen like twice, I think, now already. So we get another Phantasm City, and then we get a Supreme King Gate Infinity as our super for the pack, and then the rest of the cards for this here as well. So, next pack. How many have we done so far? We've done 4 packs so far. So this is our 5th pack on the right hand side. We've had some decent luck already. Obviously 3 supers and a secret. I would have preferred to have the secret a little bit later on, as I said. But we've had a secret nevertheless. Some people in the past in other boxes have had no secrets whatsoever. So I'm quite glad we've actually had a secret rare. So our rare is a Speedroid Rubber Band Plane. That looks pretty cool. And then our first Ultra is a True Draco Heritage. Not too sure what I think about that card, but nevertheless it is our Ultra for our pack. So that's that pack there. So moving on to the sixth pack even, I think, right now. Obviously, as I said, not really looking for anything in this particular set. Don't really know what's in the set, if I'm honest. So anything that is like pretty awesome I don't really react to. Again, I apologise. So we get a Coin Dragon as our rare, and a True King of All Calamities as our super rare there. Doesn't really look like a card that people would use, but what do I know? I've been out of the game for so long that people might end up using some of these cards that I'm just like brushing past. They might even use some of the commons that I'm brushing past as well. But as I said, I apologise. I don't really know too much about the set. So on to the next pack here. Phantasm Spiral Star. So our rare is a Magician's Restige, and then we get another Ultra here, which is Dreyarth III, the True Draco Valley General. So there seems to be a bit of a theme going on with some of these cards that I'm getting in this particular pack. So whether it's obviously them introducing them, I'm not too sure. But there seems to be some sort of theme going on, which I haven't really caught on to at this moment in time. But one thing I have noticed is all of our holo foils so far are actually different. There haven't been any duplicates up until now. So on to our next pack here. We get a Performer Pal Sky Pupil as our rare, and just as I'm saying we have had no duplicates, we get another True King of All Calamities as a super, and then the rest of this pack here as well for you guys to have a quick look at. So moving on to the next pack here on the right hand side. Including this pack, we have 4 left for this particular side of the box. So hopefully we can get something epic again, as well as the secret we've already got. So if you guys know anything about this set or know a little bit more than myself, please be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I will read through everything and reply as much as possible. So we get another Performer Pal even Coin Dragon as the rare, and then we get, I think, another duplicate, and it's the card that I butchered the name of before, so I'm not going to try again. And then the rest of the commons for this particular pack as well. So, last 3 packs on the right hand side of this box. Let's see if we can get through these a little bit quicker. I don't want this video to be too long, hence why I'm not really going through all of the commons. So we get a Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness as the rare, and then an Ultra Polymerization, which is another secret rare. I believe you get 2 secrets per box now. So Ultra Polymerization is our secret rare, and if I'm not mistaken, that might be a decent card that people actually are looking for. So I'm quite happy to get a Ultra Polymerization, if I'm perfectly honest. Even if it doesn't sound like I am, I'm pretty happy to get a Ultra Polymerization there. So second to last pack on the right hand side here. So what do we get in this one? We get a Performer Pal You-Go Golem as our rare, and a Subterra Fiendess as our super. Now she looks pretty awesome. She looks like I wouldn't say a good card, but she just looks like the artwork looks really nice. I'm one of those guys, if the artwork looks really nice, I tend to keep hold of the cards as much as I possibly can, unless someone gives me a trade for a deck that I'm trying to build. Obviously I try and keep hold of those cards. So the last pack on the right hand side here, Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness as our rare, and then we get a Pendulum Uko, I believe is how you pronounce that, as our super, and then the rest of the pack right here. Now normally guys, I obviously would be like sleeving everything up to start, not to start with, but during the course of the video, but it takes a little bit too long to do that, so I just sleeve everything up after I've gone through the recording. So that is why I'm not sleeving up as we go on. So I'm just going to move the right hand side of the box out of the way for now, just so we have a little bit more room for the left hand side of the box, and then I'll come back to obviously all the hollows and stuff at the end of the video. But as you can see, everything's still in shot so you guys can still see it, and I'm also going to leave the box in shot for you guys as well as the packs. So let's get on with the left hand side of the box. First pack for the left hand side, let's see what we can get here. So the commons for the pack, I think I need to move it up just a little bit, there we go. So we get a Priestess of the Necros Ariel, obviously might have helped if I said that first, and then a Assembled Nightingale. I'm not going to try and pronounce the first part of that name, but we get a super in the first pack there, and the rest of the cards there. So moving on to pack number 2 of the left hand side of the Maximum Crisis booster box that we have for you guys today. So set rotation, Subterra, Digital Bug, Performer Pal, Sky Pupil as the rare, and then we get another Zephyroth, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. Again, I probably butchered the name. And the rest of the cards for that pack. So, moving on to the third pack of the left-hand side of the box. I think we've had both of our secrets in the right-hand side, so there's not really anything worthwhile like looking forward to. Unless we somehow get 3 secrets in a box, that would be pretty cool. So we get a Spiral Gear Last Resort as our rare, and then we get another Pendulum Ucho as our secret super even, and that's the rest of the pack there. Next pack here, so this left hand side is going a little bit quicker than the right hand side, but obviously you guys have probably seen most of the cards already, so it's literally just me speeding through these packs and then obviously stopping at the rares and the foils. So Perform Pal Yugo Golem as our rare, and Waterfall of Dragon Souls as the super, and then the rest of the cards for you there as well. So with regards to Yu-Gi-Oh guys, I will be uploading some deck profiles in the near future. Now with regards to my deck profiles, they might be a little bit out of date, or they might be like budget decks, but if I'm perfectly honest with you guys, I normally run budget decks anyway. I very rarely run like the meta decks. The only time I really do is if I end up going to like any sort of proper tournament. Most of the time you'll see me running budget decks and bringing you guys budget deck profiles. So we get a Performer Pal Coin Dragon again, and a Zodiac Dracanine. I have butchered another card name there, but the rest of the cards in this particular pack as well. So we get an Ultra in that pack right there. As I was saying, I'm going to try and bring you guys some deck profiles, but as I said, they'll either be, I wouldn't say out of date, but there'll be deck profiles that like are budget decks or like non-meta decks, because that's what I normally play. As I said, the only time I really play anything meta is when I'm going to proper events. So we get a Subterra Final Battle as our rare, and a Fairy Tale Luna as our super, and then the rest of our cards there. So hopefully you guys can understand why I want to do like off meta decks. Like, don't get me wrong, meta decks are fun, meta decks are like the best decks around, they can get me wins, etc, etc. But I normally just use, well, back in the day I used like off meta decks, decks that like I find fun to play. So that is why you'll be seeing non-meta decks really from my channel, unless obviously I do end up building or making a meta deck. So we get Performer Pal Yugo Golem, and then another True Draco Combatant as our super, and then we've got what, 5 more packs on this side. So as I said, we've probably got all of the good cards in the right hand side of the box, but at the same time, you never know with Yu-Gi-Oh what you can get. So we get a DDD Stone King Darius as our rare, and another Waterfall of Dragon Souls as the super as well, and that is the rest of that pack. So 4 packs to go. Let's see if we can get anything else pretty cool or insane or just like lucky, I guess you could say. So Gift Exchange, Supreme King Dragon, Phantasmal Spiral Wave, Serial Power, Speedroid Rubber Band Plane as our rare, and another Fairy Tale Luna as our super, and then the rest of the packs there. One thing I will just state, one of the commons I just saw, which is a Familiar Possessed liner. I was actually going to build a Familiar Possessed deck A couple of months back when I was playing the game a little bit more than I did for the past few months, I was going to build a Familiar Possessed deck just because I wanted to. It was an off-meta deck. It was a deck that looked like pretty fun to me from all of the deck profiles that I'd seen, but I didn't end up making it, so I might end up fishing out all my Familiar Possessed and making a deck from those guys. But nevertheless, moving on to the next pack here. Magician's Restige as our rare, and then we get a Dynamite, the True Draco Fighter even as our ultra there. That looks like a pretty cool card. As I said, I don't really know what is used in decks at the moment. I don't really know what is the best decks. I don't really know the meta decks. But as I said, I don't really play them anyway, so in a sense, most of the cards I'm getting in here, unless I can fit them into other decks that I'm going to build or whatever, they're just going to be cards that are either trade fodder or like I can sell them or something like that. But if I do end up getting back into the game as much as I want to, I'll probably end up building a few meta decks just so I have something to take to tournaments. So we get a Spiral Gear Last Resort as our rare, and a Supreme King Gate 0 as a super. And then the rest of the cards for you guys there. So last pack of this particular opening. Let's see what we can end up getting from this pack right here. So let's have a look. Performapal Sky Magician as the rare, and a Sylvan Princess Spirit, or Sprite even, as our super to round off this opening. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out all of the holos that we got in this particular opening, and then I'll bring you guys a little bit of a recap, I guess you could say, from all of the cards we ended up getting in this particular opening today. So give me a couple of seconds and I'll be back with you with that particular roundup. Alrighty guys, so just a quick recap of the box we just opened. So our two secret rares were Supreme King Zeark and also Ultra Polarization. Then we got 4 ultras in the form of True Draco Heritage, the Dracalvary General, the Zodiac card there, and also the True Draco Fighter. And then our super rares, we got a playset of the Dracombat even, a couple of Zeraths, a couple of True King of All Calamities. I need to build that up, obviously you guys can't see it, I've just noticed that. A couple of Pendulum Uchos, a couple of Waterfall Dragon Souls, a couple of Fairy Tale Lunas, 1 Supreme King Gate Infinity, 1 Subterra Fiendess, 1 Assembled Nightingale, 1 Supreme King Gate 0, and also a Princess Sprite. So that was the box opening, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Obviously, I'm working on trying to upload a few more like videos onto my channel over the course of the weeks, rather than just like sporadic uploads. Also, I do have a trading card game that I'm going to be making myself, which I'll bring you guys videos on in the near future as well. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I shall see you in my next video, which will be an opening of either Pokemon cards or Magic the Gathering, depending on which one I decide to do. But nevertheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video.